Okay, it's almost 9:30, so we are gonna start very, very soon. But I'm gonna wait a couple of more minutes because some students are still on the way. Okay. All right, a very simple topic today. Oh, great. All right, so we're gonna start. Yeah. Good morning.
Good morning.
Great. All right. So is anybody having the issue with your health related issue? Anybody has it? I got a couple of students who report their quarantine. Okay. All right. So I assume that at this point we don't have any problem with this. Okay, great. Okay. So 15 students. All right, nice. So we're gonna start chapter 8 today. All right. So chapter 8 is a strategic management. Okay. Chapter 8 is a strategic management. Okay. This chapter 8 is just introduction what a strategy is. Okay. What strategic management is. Then in details, you wanna take my other class in your senior year, just before graduation. BUS 499, okay. Strategy Management, BUS 499. Okay. That class will be your last class before graduation. Okay. So only students who will graduate immediately can take this class. Okay. So basically, strategy management is pour all your knowledge into a class. Okay. Finance, marketing, accounting, HR, whatever, operation management, econ, whatever, all the knowledge, okay, poured into the class, and we talk about, okay, the long-term plan to achieve competitive advantage. This is a strategy management. So today we are gonna a little bit talk about this class, okay? A little bit talk about this topic. Then we have, good sense, and then move forward in your senior year. Okay, let's move. All right, so I just want to confirm. Our schedule. So exam 2 is September to 9. Okay, we are cover 3 chapters, chapter 6, 8, 9. Okay, the same format, but I will really, move upward the bar. Okay, so a little bit, not much. Okay, I don't see any problem with this. And presentations. Okay. Presentation 2 is find a real case. You can find any organization. Okay, profit-seeking organization, non-profit-seeking organization, it doesn't matter. Okay, any organization, and apply what it have discussed so far. Okay, all right. We talked about several topics, so you can apply the topics, one of the topics or several topics into your real case. Okay, for example, you can research about what Berry College. Okay, it's okay. All right. So any organization you can find it, and you focus why some firms successful, why others not. Okay. Why some firms are successful, why others not. Okay. So very what is that? The limited instructions. Okay. But presentations again. Okay. Focus on your audience. What your audience wanna hear. Okay. Which audience that we focus on? Which audience are interested in? Something like that. You think of the audience. Okay? In this case, your classmates. Okay? Then prepare the presentations. All right, any question so far? Questions about exam and presentation? Yes, sure. Ch8 is the presentation with our groups. Yes, presentation is your group work. All right, teamwork. I emphasize the team because, think about that, management. Okay, we are talking about the principles of management class. So management is always team, no individual job. Okay? Management, that means a group of people. So it's teamwork. Any other question? All right, let's go move. All right, this is your distribution of one case. So average is 7.8, great. And standard deviation is very narrow. It's great to see. All right, great to see. So I assume that everyone is keeping reading the textbook in advance. Okay, and well prepared. Very nice. Okay, let's talk about strategy management. Okay, so please go to Canvas, and you are able to take the chapter 8, one case, I guess. Yeah, chapter 8, one case. Please go ahead and take the one case. Chapter 8, one case. I'm gonna give you 10 minutes, but if you done, please let me know. Okay, great. It's going smoothly. All right. Anybody needs more time? Sure, you can take it. You can take it. Yeah. Nice. Yeah. It's going smoothly. All right. So let's talk about that strategy management. This is a simple topic. All right. Simple topic. Conceptually, it's very simple, but in details, it's not simple. Okay. All right. Let's talk about that. Number one. Research has shown that strategic thinking and planning positively affect a firm's performance and financial success. True or false? Number one, is it true or false? Yeah, Kevin, he says true. He says true. Okay. All right. Yes, this is true. Okay. All right. What is the Kevin? What is the strategic thinking or planning? Okay. Actually, we use strategy, this word, in our life, ordinary life. Okay. But how do you define it? Strategic thinking or planning? Kevin, any idea? Strategic thinking or planning? How do you define this? What, anybody else? You can jump in it. Okay. You can jump into our discussions. No problem. All right. Thinking about the things in the future and planning for things ahead of time. Yes. 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 Okay. So strategic thinking and planning is think about ahead. Okay. See, why we say strategy? Just not planning. Okay, thinking about the future ahead of time. It's a planning. Okay, the strategy. Why we say strategy? Strategy. Okay, that is the point. I'm asking. Why we say strategy? You use this word a lot in your ordinary life, in your language. Strategically thinking, strategically something, whatever. Anybody? Why we say strategy?
Because you're coming up with a knowledgeable strategic plan and you're thinking about strategy about how you can be more productive and how you would have a better result when it comes to financial success, or really when it comes to anything. When you think about it as a strategic way, you're truly thinking of a plan. You're thinking of something that can be laid out and implemented rather than just brainstorming.
All right, good idea. Good point. Good point. Then why don't we just say thinking and planning? Actually, your definition is great, but just we say thinking and planning. Why we say strategy? Just comprehensively think about that. That is a strategy. It makes sense too. Strategy. Think about the something is comprehensively. Okay? And also the important point is strategic thinking or strategic planning is a timing issues. Right? Timing. Strategic thinking is all about long-term plan. All right. So strategy is long-term plan, right? Or long-term and comprehensive thinking. Okay? You can define this. Huh? So how long is long? How long is long? It depends. It depends. Okay? So in some industries, 10 years will be long. Some industries, 2 years will be very long. Something like IT industry, all the product life cycles are just done in 2 years. So 2 years can be a long time period in IT industry. Okay, but in biotechnology industry, 10 years just develop one product. Okay, so it's long, probably yes or not. Okay, all right. So strategy, when you say strategy, is long term. Okay, and also it can be comprehensive. Okay, all right. Number 2. So this is a definition. So that's why we solidly, put the definition in your mind. Number 2, the interaction of production and sales working together to produce profit greater than the total of both working separately is an example of synergy. True or false? True or false? Yes, it's true. All right. So in the management, I don't like if somebody says 1 + 1 = 2. I don't like this. Okay. In the management concepts, okay, in the concepts of management, 1 + 1 should be 3, 10, or 100. Okay. Synergy. That's why we are get together. All right. So one person, okay, sum up and make 2 persons productivity. It's not good. Okay? It's not good. It should be 3 people. It should be 10 people. It should be 100 people's productivities. That is the management, the art of management. Okay? Number 3, the 3 levels of strategy are business, corporate, and global. True or false?
That's false.
It's false. Why, Mark?
The 3 strategies were business, corporate, and functional level.
Functional level, departmental level. Okay, so think about that. Okay? Think about the corporations. The lowest level is departmental. Okay? Marketing, R&D, production, and something like this. Okay, and the higher level is business level. That is one business unit. Okay, and the highest level is corporate level. Corporate level is what? There are several sub-business units. Okay? So think about that. Corporate level, GE, there are many business units, okay, under the umbrella of GE. Okay? So corporate level, you should balance these business units, the highest level. So where to compete is very important. Okay? Balance these business units. If you harmoniously cannot harmoniously balance this, what happens? One business sub-unit, one business unit, actually the harm other business units. It's not good. Okay? So that is a corporate level. Business level is one business unit, like a GE Electronics. Okay? So just GE Electronics, one company. So how to compete is very important, right? Maximize performance, reduce cost, increase product differentiation, and have a competitive advantage. This is business level. Okay? Department level, usually we focus on the efficiency, okay, and effectiveness too. Okay? So department level is department of the corporations. Okay. All right. So it's false. Number 4. The administration and implementation of the strategic plan is a strategy execution. True or false? This is true. All right. Strategy execution is true. Okay. And strategy execution is very slippery concepts. All right. They're so broad. Also, it is not easy to generalize how to execute your plans. Okay? It's not easy to generalize it. Okay. So rather than talking about this concept, okay, with the textbook, actually we use the simulations. All right. So in the simulations, actually you practice this strategy executions. Conceptually, you set up your strategy in your mind, and in the simulation, actually you are doing strategy execution. Number 5. Opportunities are characteristics of the internal environment that have potential to help organizations achieve blah blah. All right, opportunities. Okay, the textbook, probably in other classes, you talk about SWOT. Okay, SWOT analysis. Okay, strength, weakness, and opportunity and threat. Okay, opportunities are external. All right. Opportunity and threats are external things, external environment. Okay, so we have external environments and internal environments. Okay? Opportunity and threats are external environments, and the strength and weakness are internal environment. How do you distinguish external and internal environments? Anybody? How do you distinguish external and internal? How do you distinguish external and internal environments? Students, wake up. Students, external and internal environments. How do you distinguish this?
Internal environment is more like has an influence on the company's decisions and strategies.
Mm-hmm.
And external would be affecting like the growth, I guess, or the reputation of the company.
All right. So it's a physically inside and outside, right? And Eddie says internal will be coming from within. External will be anything from the outside of the company. Okay. So think about that. Physically inside and outside. Okay? But it's not crystal clear. for example, resource, your resource. It's a physically, you say, my company, my resource is internal, okay? But actually, your resource can be physically external too, all right? Your HR, labor force, your knowledge, okay? It can be internal, external, all right? So, usually in the strategy management, external, internal environments are distinguished by not physical things, okay? It is a little bit different definition. External environments, you cannot control. All right, that is external environment. You cannot control. It is external environment. Internal environment, you can control. This is the definitions. More widely used definitions in the external, internal environments. So just keep in mind, external environments, you cannot control. So you should accept it. You should respond. Okay? And internal environments, you can control it. You can create something, okay? You can delete something. Okay? So internal environments, you can control it. Okay? Then opportunities are not internal. So this is goals. So I just want to let you know the external environments definitions. Number 6, according to the BCG metrics, the cash cow has a large market share in the rapidly growing industry. This is not. Okay, cash cow is low growth rate. Okay, that's why we say cash cow. Right? Not drastic change, but it has very stable. Okay, it's some amount of inflow of cash. Okay. Number 7, differentiation, cost leadership, and focus are 3 of Porter's competitive strategies. Yes, it's true. All right, differentiation, product differentiation, cost leadership, 2 generic strategies. Okay, focus is a little bit different. Focus, different, dimension. Okay, so we are going to talk about that. Number 8, the worldwide standardization of product design advertising refers to globalization. Globalization, yes, that's true. This is about the international market strategy. Okay, we are going to briefly talk about that. Communication is one of the most important methods for effective strategy execution. True or false? Yes, this is very true. Very, very true. All right, communication is very important. Okay. In the strategy, planning, formulating, and execution in all the steps, communication is very important. Great. Any question? Comments about the keys, about the warm keys? Okay, let's move. Okay, we've done all the keys and learning objective. We talked about all of this already. Okay, so I don't have much to talk about this again. So yeah, look at this. Strategy menu, we talked about the definition, and SWOT, we talked about that, and 3 levels of strategy, and Mike Porter's competitive force. Okay, differentiation, cost leadership, and focus. We talked about that, and globalization and some international strategy. Okay, we talked about that. Okay. So let's move really fast. Okay, this is Costco case. Your class activity is the Costco, right? Very famous one. Okay? So please get together with your team and share your answers on 3 questions. We are going to briefly talk about this case and move forward. Okay? All right. Please get together. I will give you 10 minutes as usual. Okay? As usual. I'm gonna give you 10 minutes. What is that? Come on. Great. Breakout rooms and number of rooms. The 4 rooms. 10 minutes. And please go ahead in your breakout room. Then discuss your answers in 10 minutes.
You are currently the only person in this conference. You are currently the only person in this conference.
All right, great. Welcome back. Welcome back. All right, so the team discussion is done. All right, so let's talk about the cost. Okay, so everyone's ready? All right, anybody can start. What this case about briefly? Juan, can you start? What this case about? Anybody can start. Juan, Josh. All right, Taylor, go ahead. Who? Juan, you go ahead. Juan has a mic issue. Anybody can start. What is the case about Costco?
It's about how Costco is strategically really different than corporations in its same field like Sam's Club, Target, Walmart, etc. How they're more focused on their employees, their employees and their customers rather than the profit margins. They pay their employees at a higher rate compared to other industries or other businesses in their same field. They have more benefits, and they do a lot more for their consumers rather than just low prices. So they're kind of competing on a different field. They don't pay anything for marketing because they believe that with they're paying a higher wages, they're attracting a different type of employee. They're attracting a more productive, more efficient employee, and these employees are going to spread the word about their industry rather than having to spend money on marketing. And they're going to bring people in, and their employees, their customer satisfaction is going to go higher because of how well their employees are working. They have more to offer for consumers in their stores. It's just overall a completely different strategy compared to other corporations, but it works for them.
All right, great summary. Actually, you review the case very well. Nice summary. All right, so actually, Josh already talked about the case, so probably we can skip these questions. But what do you value? What do you value most when selecting a low price store at which to shop? Okay. So what do you value most when selecting a low price store? Okay. So anyone? The discussions. What do you
I said that I pretty much valued like the quality of the product. Like if it's at a low price and it still does the like same thing as something that's a little more expensive, then that's kind of like just like a bonus.
All right. So product. In the strategy management, all right, product is involved with what? What strategy? To generate strategy, product differentiation. Okay. So product is good. So next, anyone? So product is the value.
I value quality as well as price because
All right.
when you're looking any low price industry, if two stores have the same quality, but one store's price is cheaper, I'm more than likely going to shop there compared to other stores.
Nice. Look at this. Okay. We, in the strategy management, talk about two generic strategies. Okay. Reduce cost and increase product differentiations. So actually, the most valued are cost and product differentiation. Product. Okay. That's why we focus on these two generic strategies. Anything else? Okay. And the second question. So, evaluate Costco's target customers, its core competencies, and how it builds synergy and delivers value. Actually, Joshua mentioned about some things, but anyone want to comment on this? Talk about
Their target customers are families and small businesses.
Mhm. All right. We target families and small businesses. That's right. That's right. Okay. All right. Target customers and core competencies. How do you think about that? Core competencies. And how it builds synergy and delivers value.
I would say their strengths are they have better wages, benefits, and their corporate culture is better compared to other competing stores. And then their synergy and how it delivers value is by superior quality and customer service.
Mm-hmm. Nice. Nice. Rory, thank you. Okay. All right. Anybody want to add up some comments on Rory's points? They're very straightforward. Very straightforward. Okay. All right. If you don't, please, would you rate Costco's competitive strategy as pursuing differentiation, cost leadership, focus, or some combination? How do you think about that? The last one. How was your team discussion? How did you say it? What strategy Costco has it? The last question. Anybody else?
I rate it high because even though they are spending a lot more money on wages and stuff like that, with them not paying for marketing and advertising, they're saving a fortune because corporations like Walmart and Target spend millions and millions of dollars a year on advertising. So really, it's going to balance out. Plus, they have a higher quality of workers, so they'll have a lower turnover rate when it comes to employees. And I believe the environment in the corporation is better.
All right. So you said differentiation strategy, right? Actually, service is different because their employees are different. Huh? So they pursuing differentiation strategy. Huh? It makes sense. Anybody else? All right, no one? Anyone want to add up some comments? All right. Okay, so Costco apparently pursued the differentiation strategy by, treating the employees very, very well, very, very well. So this is the dimension of differentiation strategy, and they have also a cost leadership strategy too. Okay? They reduce all the expenses in marketing. Okay? They do not spend money on marketing because everyone knows it. They don't need to. They don't need to. All right. So these are some combination cost leadership, okay, and differentiation. So product differentiation plus cost leadership, all right. So combination. This is a big risk, okay. This is highly potential, and also this has a big risk. If you are stuck in the middle, if this combination is not successful, you are stuck in the middle, product differentiation and cost leadership. Then actually you don't have competitive advantage. Core competencies, then the business will be risky. Okay? So combination is high reward but high risk too. Okay? So you need to think about that. Okay? So Costco is successfully, realized this combination strategy. Okay? All right. Any question, comments on this case before we moving? All right, let's move. So I just want to briefly, okay, briefly review what we already have talked about that. It won't take a look. All right, strategy, we talked about that, right? Strategy management is a specific type of planning, long term, all right? Long term. That is why we say it's a strategy. And competitive advantage is organization's distinctive edge for meeting customers' needs. Competitive advantage is, basically speaking, doing better than others. Doing better than others. This is competitive advantage. Okay? And strategy, exploit core competencies. What is the core scores? Employees, okay? And their products, core competencies. Okay? All right. Then 3 levels of strategy: corporation level, business level, functional level. We talked about that. What business are we in? There are several business units in the corporation. So think about GE. Okay? Then each business unit, business level strategy. So in corporation level, where to compete, business level, how to compete. Functional level, how do you support the business level strategy? Okay, efficiency, okay, also effectiveness. Okay. All right, the strategy management process. We'll talk about SWOT a little bit. Okay, so it's very simple, just planning. Okay, evaluate mission goals and strategy, and SWOT. Okay. There are several tools to do this, but this text, basically, many people use SWOT. And define new mission goals and strategy, and formulate strategy, 3 levels, and execute strategy. Execute strategy is not easy to be generalized. Okay. All right. So in the executions, we use a simulation to practice this. Okay. And SWOT, strengths, weakness, opportunities, and threats. Okay. So internal, strengths and weakness, external, opportunities, and threats. Okay. If you control, that is strength or weakness, internal thing. If you cannot control, is opportunities or threats. Okay. All right. So SWOT, don't confuse this. Don't confuse this. Okay. And corporate level strategy. Corporate level strategy. Okay. Corporate level strategy, we talked about that. Okay. There are several multiple business units. That is corporate level strategy. Okay. So in the corporate level strategy, okay, how to mix the sub business units. Okay. How to mix it, business units, is a key. All right. So BCG metrics. Probably you already knew this. Okay. Business growth rate high low. Okay. And market share high low. Okay. And if you have high business growth rate, high market share, it's a star. It's good. Right? Then business growth rate is high, but market share is low. It's questionable. So what are you going to do? Something like this. Okay. Business growth rate is low, and you have high market share. It's cash cow. And low dogs. I don't know why people say dogs. Okay. But I love this, cash cows. Okay. Usually. Sometimes I love this better than this. Okay. Because high means high risk. But this is low risk, then high return. It's good. Cash cows. I love it. Okay. So you can balance several business units. A business unit can be this, can be this, can be this. Okay, so you need to balance it. If you have a cash cow, you can invest in some question marks or stars. Okay? If you are too much risk, okay, if your business units are most here, then probably you can invest in cash cows, something like that. So balance sub-business units are very important in the corporation level strategy. In the corporation level, related diversification and unrelated diversification. Okay. Yeah. So business units are related within the corporation or unrelated. Related diversification is good. Unrelated diversification is good. I don't know. It depends. Sometimes related diversification it works, sometimes unrelated diversification works. Okay. All right. Then business level strategy. How to compete? How to compete? All right. How to compete? One business unit. One business unit. Within this one business unit, how to compete? This is business level strategy. All right. This is Porter's 5-4-6 model. In this one single industry, if there are high potential new entrants, okay, high rivalry among competitors, bargaining power, high power of buyers, high threat of substitute. If each this forces 5-4-6, then high, then your profit level should be low. Okay, this is a simple message from the Porter's 5-4-6 model. Think about that. Rivalry in your industry high, then your profit is low. Okay, bargaining power buyers high, your profit low. Okay, potential of new entrant high, your profit low. Okay? Threat of substitute high, your profit low. Yeah. So this is a simple message from the Porter's 5-4-6 model. Okay? And competitive strategy, two generic strategies. This is key ideas of strategy method: differentiation and cost reduction. Okay? The framework is very simple. If you achieve differentiation or cost reduction, you have value. That value means you have competitive advantage. That means doing better than others. Focus strategy, concentration on a specific region or buyer, either differentiation, cost leadership approach. Okay. So this is the figure. Okay. So you can just look at by yourself. Okay. All right, functional level, efficiency, support your business level strategy. Global corporate strategy. Okay. This is the core idea of global corporate strategy. So it's very similar with the generic strategies: need for global innovation and need for national responsiveness. So think about that. Responsiveness is kind of the differentiation. So it's kind of what? Cost reduction. Okay? Pressure to reduce cost. Pressure to enhance product differentiation. So export strategy is just simply speaking, you make it and send FedEx. This is export strategy. Globalization strategy, you want to reduce costs. That means you focus on some production side to reduce costs. Then sell the products all over the world. Multi-domestic strategy is you focus on the responsiveness, product differentiations, local responsiveness. That is a multi-domestic strategy. Transnational strategy is combined this and this combination strategy, but it's not easy. Not easy. Okay? Many corporations want this, but it's not easy. Okay? This is a brief introduction of global corporate strategies. All right, strategy executions. I'm not going to talk about this. You can read it. Okay, that's it. Then we are going to do simulations and we practice this one. All right, this is pretty much about Chapter 8, and we're going to talk about Chapter 9 on Thursday. Okay, so far so good. Any question? Any question? All right, please, if you don't have question or comments, please type no. Let me know. All right. Okay, great. Okay, so very good discussion. All right, very good discussion. I feel you very focused on this class. You're very focused on this class. It's good thing. Okay. So next time, Thursday, we're gonna talk about Chapter 9. Okay, this is very simple topic too. Okay, so please read your chapter and We'll see you on Thursday. Good job. Good job, everyone. Good job. Good job. Yes, good job. All right, you did a good job today.